I was first introduced to NAAIM back in 2017. So a couple of my partners at Global View Capital Management, they've been surrounded by NAAIM members and conferences going back into the 1990s. So when I started, they introduced me, and it's just like a hand-in-glove fit. It's just beautiful. Love the people. The experience itself is awesome, and you learn so many great things here, whether it's strategies, stuff about the stock market, unfortunately, like compliance and regulation. We had this great demographer here today that really lit up the room and so forth. So, but mostly it's the relationships with the people. So that brings me back every conference. If you're in the investment business, and obviously NAAIM is active investment management, you should at least try it, right? Come here, get the experience and so forth. It's jam-packed, 2-3 days, depending on the conference. We have one, Uncommon Knowledge in the spring, and then we have the Outlook in the fall, jam-packed with information. You can get ideas from your fellow members and so forth, create these relationships and these friendships that last for decades. So wholeheartedly encourage.
Christy and I met just now at this conference, and we've had great conversations about practice management, about how we do client service, about our offerings. You learn so much from talking to other professionals in your field that's just priceless.
Yeah, I would agree. It's about talking to others in the industry, trying to achieve the same type of service and add value to our clients' experience. And the best way to do it is to hear from others what's working, what's not working, and get some good ideas and some best practices that we can incorporate, into our own, or maybe we can share with others to help them. This is my first time here, and I will say it's been fantastic. I wasn't sure what to expect. The speakers have been terrific. A lot of really good information. You're not going to be bored. And a lot of great people. It's a small group, so you're comfortable just speaking aloud. It's very interactive and just a really great group of people.
Ditto, all that. It's probably not what you expect. I was expecting a lot more technical, trading, market related, and there is that. But there's a lot of practice management. We had a panel on financial planning just now. There's just so many great ideas by really great people at the top of their game at this conference. So if you just think it's kind of a boring techie conference, you're really missing out.
Yeah, it does. It really touches on all aspects of the business.
Yes.
Investment management, compliance, practice management, just different
Marketing.
Yeah, both digital and just general marketing. So it's a really all-encompassing, trying to, whether people are doing a whole holistic approach to their business or if they're just focused on one, there's a lot that anyone can really learn from this and get from it.
What I like most is the camaraderie. Most of us are small businesses, and the chance to be able to network, talk about our business problems, and of course discuss investments and what we're doing in our practices is extremely valuable. So that's what I appreciate most. I think if you don't take advantage of an opportunity, you tend to live in a vacuum. You tend to go out. A lot of meetings are, if they're larger, you don't get an opportunity to meet a large number of people similar to you. You don't work on the problems. You learn about software, you learn about investments, but you don't learn about business and make those connections. So I think it's a really important meeting, at least for our firm. It's important to be part of this organization.
Someone in the active tactical community, this is just an organization of like-minded individuals. What's great about it is that just for sharing ideas, it's really not an organization that you come to one meeting and expect some transaction to happen. You come because you're trying to build relationships, and then these odd connections happen over time. And I can think of our organization, just the connections we've made. We acquired a small firm, a guy was looking to retire, we acquired his business. We started using a research provider that's here. We use some of the mutual funds that some of the active managers use, but we didn't start coming to the meetings for that to happen. You start going, you meet the people, you develop some relationships with them, and it just happens organically. But it's invaluable. And I hear these stories from every member, these odd connections that happen that create these nice synergies. And you just realize that's the value. Sometimes I can see someone coming for one meeting, and if they didn't make some kind of connection or some kind of sale or something like that, if it's very transactional, they would go, I'm not going to come back. What I would hope would happen with anyone who comes to these meetings is they would say, this is a community of people who want to manage the way I do. We're in the minority relative to the big passive money that's managed. And so I just want to be involved with a group of people who think like I do. And then what happens over time is you create these connections, and then there'll be these things that'll happen, these sort of weird serendipity moments that can change your business significantly, but you can't predict it, and I certainly can't promise it to anyone, but I think it can happen. It happens to a lot of firms. I certainly think it can happen to someone new as well.
Well, what I like about NAAIM is, first of all, it's not like a 2,000, 3,000 person conference. It's a smaller group, so you get a lot of chance to network and talk to other people from different backgrounds. And I get a lot of tips and tricks at a more personal level than I would get at any other conferences that I go to. The presentations are great, but in addition to that, like I said, there's people from all kinds of different backgrounds. Some people are real active traders, some people do client management, some people sell signals to other people, so it's really a wide range of people, which I like is you get a real wide range of ideas and I won't get anywhere else.
So I've been coming to NAAIM events for probably about 10 years, and I keep coming back because I've just found that I learned so much from all aspects of running a business, because I think it's so easy to get when you're running a practice by yourself, even if you have one or two employees, but you're small, you kind of get stuck in this little bubble, and it's hard to get good information and try to find out what other people are doing, because you just get kind of zeroed in on just doing your job and working with your clients. And so by going to these, you learn new things. I'm finding out what's working with other firms and advisors, and just how to grow, how to make your practice better, how to make just all aspects of your business better. So it's been really valuable for me to just come, every time we have a conference every year, and just learn new things. You also get to develop great relationships that you can communicate throughout the year as well, right? In between the conferences, we're able to call and say, hey, got the situation. What have you done? And have you ever faced this? And I'm always learning new things. So it's been incredibly valuable just from the business side of it, as well as investment side of it and practice management side. So all aspects of running a business have been incredibly valuable for me. We have some great speakers, some of the best speakers in the industry coming and sharing their ideas. So you learn a lot from speakers. You learn a lot, just as much probably, from other advisors, from our roundtable discussions, and then just some of the downtime, right, where we're able to just connect with other advisors that are kind of going through the same thing you're going through. So they definitely, if I encourage any advisor out there to come, I think it'd be a huge benefit for them, because it's really going to impact all aspects of their business. We all go through challenges, right? We're all going to face challenges and situations we're really not sure what to do, and so being able to have that network and that group of people you can go to and get ideas, I think makes a huge difference. And that's something you can learn and do and get from by going to the conferences, being part of the organization.
Well, I've been coming since 2009, and I always find a lot of like-minded people that have good ideas and are willing to share those ideas. It's always a wealth of knowledge, both from the presenters and a lot of the just sitting around a table or sitting outside and talking, coming up with one or two good actionable items, whether it's marketing or an investment strategy or an indicator that somebody's using. And I've already found a couple of those in the first 2 days here. So I always like coming, and I always go away with something that's actionable, like whether it's practice management, whether it's investment strategy, marketing, something that, and today one of them was compliance. So I always find some nugget that is helpful in our practice. Our
best and largest strategy that we use right now, it came from one of these conferences, the idea of it, and we wouldn't have it today, and we probably run $180 million in that strategy. It's absolutely from coming to one of these. Now, have I come to some that where I didn't go away with a lot? Sometimes. You never know what nugget you can pick up. And so come and try it out. If you don't like it, don't come back. If you do, jump in with both feet.
I enjoy coming to these events because, we always have great presenters. Even more than that, this is a great exchange of ideas. Everybody here is always pretty open and willing to share things that are working, things that aren't working. I always leave these events with at least 2 or 3 actionable ideas to help grow my business. Yeah, I'd encourage people to just come and check it out. Check out what NAAIM is all about. And again, you'll meet a lot of folks that will help give you insight, give you ideas, and you'll definitely walk away with something of value to either help grow your business or help enhance your trading strategy. So yeah, I definitely encourage anybody to come on out.
Why I like coming? It's just a great networking opportunity. I know everybody here at this point. I've been around since 2014. You just kind of get to know people and make great connections. Helps with your business. Anybody who runs their own RIA firm should be here. It covers everything you need to know to run a good practice or a firm, compliance and trading and custodians and planning for something. It's just all the things that you need to run a good business. Great to always be here, and it's great to catch up with old friends every time. And meet new friends, improve my business from being here.